think your most bullish scenario is like 160 to follow the
Mhm.
trend. If in 4 years from now or 2 years from now, 2 to 4, um, I think that, I mean, what if it's bigger? I hold a bag. I'm trying to pump my bag.
Yeah, no, I get you. So I think the most bullish would probably be like 150 to 180 at this stage. I'll do some recalculations as we get to the low and come out of that low. The Whether it's the banks or the institutions that are now promoting Bitcoin with their ETFs and so on, I think the biggest money, I saw something yesterday, the biggest money, it's obviously got to come from retirement funds and those sort of things, right? Trillions and trillions of dollars there, but are they going to put it into Bitcoin? That's the big question. Go on.
But they're going to put it into, they're not even going to know. It's like they're going to put it into products that offer yield. I'm not saying STRC, but I am
Yeah.
saying that BlackRock is just filed its third filing for BITA. That's an income ETF with Bitcoin where covered calls and they just give you income and it caps the upside. I mean, all these Fannie and Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, they're allowing you to use it in the traditional system. Um, the big money, I guess, the retirement money, they're not even going to know. They're just going to be using these products from BlackRock that their financial advisor says this is offering good yield, and that's how it bakes into the system.
Yeah, that's probably one of the big unknowns that I think would have a good chance of pumping anything because I think we're seeing it with the SpaceX IPO where SpaceX is going into the NASDAQ in 15 trading days and the retirement funds and all the other funds that have rules that they have to buy the NASDAQ are now going to have to buy SpaceX. So there's trillions of dollars there that will have to buy SpaceX because it's in the NASDAQ already. So yeah, I think that is a big question mark that could push this thing higher. That would be the thing that would get me far more bullish, that we're going to see a significant new all-time high, like past the 126 that we've just seen. So yeah, that's some hopium.
I love it. I love to end with hopium. Anything else? Anything we didn't cover?
I mean, the same stuff we covered from last time was sentiment and liquidity and so on.
I would love to. I talked about three indicators last time. The indicators that you're using to judge
Mm.
when we're going. And you showed the fear and greed index. Is that what you meant by sentiment?
Yes. Yeah, we can have a look at that because it's basically, I don't want to say it's like repeating exactly like last time, but it's pretty similar.
And this is how you know Bitcoin when Bitcoin bottoms. Like that's the framing of why you're using these indicators.
Yes, it looks like it's going through that process where investors are becoming more complacent with the lower prices, which isn't a bad thing, just like with the highs. They become complacent with the highs, and it's like it's going to be like this forever and go up forever. And it's going to be like this forever, it's going to go down forever. And you can see it with the lows on the charts, a little bit smaller here, but you've got these in most of them in the single digits, and then we've just hit that again after a rally into neutral. So we got that, came back, price has broken down and broken through the low. Last cycle, very similar. Lows, price was still coming down, rally into neutral, and then price basically stalled out. Things went quiet. People lost complete interest in altcoins and Bitcoin. We all remember that. It was pretty dead. And then we had this little capitulation, and we'll say little, but it was FTX, dropped it into extreme fear again. Higher low, lower low for price. But you're basically getting a rounding effect at the bottom. So I think we're possibly doing that now. That's why I'm keeping a conservative target of 43 to 58K and just watching how things progress over quarter three, as opposed to what I think everyone is looking at, which is that whole, it has to be October.